I apologize for the lack of content recently. I've just been fuck all busy with work and travel, and I'm going to be gone for a month-long trip to New York City. So this will probably be my last video until I get back. But I did want to get this one out because I think these switches are pretty cool. So these are the new NLandKeys Diamond Avalon linear switch. They go for a nice 69 cents a switch. And I think as of right now on their website, they're still taking pre-orders. That might be subject to change, but overall, pretty good. I know I talked about innovation in my last video on the Banshees, and the diamonds are definitely a novel take on the traditional switch design. As the name suggests, they look like diamonds, and apart from the changed top housing that gets rid of that RGB slot on the south side of the top housing, the stem itself has also been redesigned to fit the new octagonal cutout. Funny enough, if you flip the switch over, you can still actually see the cavity from a more traditional mold for the light pass-through. So, it is noted that these switches come lightly lubed, and it primarily seems to be just on the spring, but even with the stem being completely dry, it's still a very smooth switch overall with hardly any noticeable scratch. You can re-lube if you want to. I am too lazy and they feel perfectly fine. There's no harsh bottom out that I could feel, and the single stage 58 gram super long spring is also snappy enough that I wouldn't recommend swapping them out too. Just enjoy them as they come. I will say, one thing that I did have to orient myself on was the way that you put switches in, because I'm so used to grabbing the cutout on the bottom side of the top housing, but because it looks the same from however you grab it, I've definitely slammed a few of these in my board with the pins facing the wrong way, so yeah, do keep that in mind when you are installing these. But yeah, other than that, I'll play a brief sound test in my F169 with the PP plate, and we'll take it from there. Sound profile wise, I think the Diamond Avalons lean towards the medium to fuller sounding clack profile. I mean, even with the little amount of lubing here, there's no leaf tick or spring crunch here, which is really nice to see. And on the polypropylene plate, they're a hair clackier than the MX2A switches. I think this is mostly contributed by the fact that they have almost just as loud of a top out sound as they do bottom out, which is actually kind of rare to see in some switches. I think these repair really well in stiffer plates like alu, or if you want to try to level out the sound profile a bit, maybe even polymer polypropylene. So for 69 cents a switch, I think it's a bit tough to recommend price to value wise, because we've been seeing some great stuff recently come out, specifically from like B-Sun. But for the departure in switch design and the molding and manufacturing costs, I can understand why these switches come in a premium. Thankfully, the other aspects of the switch are definitely up to par, right? Across sound and feel. I know I'll probably use these for a board, but we'll kind of cross that bridge when I get there. But in a nutshell, if you had the money for it, I would say these are a pretty good recommendation. They're a full sounding, medium to higher pitch clack, acceptable factory lubing considering it's only really on the spring, and travel wise, they're very smooth that I don't think you'd be disappointed if you pick these up. But yeah, that's kind of all I got for y'all. If you want to check out these switches, I'll have the links down below. If you want to see more of my stuff, you can click on either side of my face. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all maybe in the new year. Take care and have a good one.